Picture this. You're a young mom, just trying to get through life, raising your baby, dodging the absolute nonsense that life throws at you, when suddenly the biggest red flag of your past waltzes back into your life. And I'm not talking about an ex who sends you a text at 2 a.m. saying, hey, big head, hey, stranger. No, I mean an ex so dangerous that the courts said, nope, you need an official paper to stay away from this woman. And yet here we are today. We're talking about the tragic case of Mackenzie Anderson, a young mother who did everything she could to protect herself and her child, only for the system to fail her in the worst way possible.
I should be getting used to this, but I hate where this is going.
I mean, I hate it too, but I will let you know this case is currently pending. They're looking to handle it in court at the end of this month. But let me get you in on all the frustrating facts within this case, because this case is on a whole new level. Let's talk about Mackenzie first. She was 21 years old. That's right, 21 years old, a mom to a little baby boy, just trying to live life, just trying to live for herself. She lived in Mayfield, which is a suburb of Newcastle, Australia. So imagine a cute little neighborhood where nothing this horrifying should be happening, but enter Tyrone Thompson.
Tyrone sounds like a guy who ruins every family barbecue. I know a Tyrone. He ruins my family barbecue.
Well, this Tyrone is definitely ruining all family barbecues. But 100%, Tyrone is the type of guy who drinks all the beer, starts a fight over the dumbest thing, like whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich. Literally, Tyrone will fight you. He will fight you over that. And, you know, somehow, every time Tyrone's in a situation, he always storms off, but still, somehow, even after causing all these issues, he still finds a way to crash on your couch at night.
So, what's Tyrone's problem?
Well, Tyrone is Mackenzie's ex-boyfriend, and let me tell you, he is bad news, and bad with a capital B. Now, Tyrone already has a domestic violence order against him, meaning legally he is not supposed to be anywhere near Mackenzie. But because, you know, some people think laws are just suggestions, he keeps showing up at her place.
Yeah, I don't think a string order works when the person against is built like a walking red flag.
Exactly. So Mackenzie, who, let's not forget, is also juggling single motherhood, calls the police. She tells them, hey, Tyrone is here. He's violating the restraining order. The police show up. They confirm that he's violating his apprehended domestic violence order, ADVO for short, and that's what we'll refer to from now. They ask him, you know what, you need to go, please leave, you're violating your ADVO, and he leaves. But get this, he just circles back. He waits till the police leave. He's like a mosquito. You swat away and it still comes back with even more vengeance.
As an island boy, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So he comes back, right? And this time, he's so angry, he takes it out on Mackenzie in her own home, despite the restraining order. And it's not just an attack, guys. He stabs her, not one, not two, but 78 times.
78 times?
78 times.
Oh, man. That not even sounds like there's a body left.
No, it's a full range attack. That's a you need to be banished from society type of level of evil. It's
full on rage.
Horrifying. And the worst part, Mackenzie had done everything she was supposed to do. She got legal protection. She got called for help. At the end of the day, a piece of paper isn't going to stop someone hell-bent on destruction.
So what happened after?
Well, Tyrone did what all guilty people do. He tried to act like he didn't do a single thing. I mean it. He initially, because there's a whole case going on, as I mentioned, he decided initially to plead guilty, saying, and I quote, "It was self-defense."
Self-defense?
Self-defense!
Against a woman he's not supposed to be around? And 78 times you stabbed him in self-defense?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly, right? That's like breaking into someone's house, tripping over their coffee table, and then suing them for injuries. Make it make sense. It's like he believed that if he just ignored all the rules, ignored his restraining order, ignored the laws, they would stop applying to him. And spoiler alert, they don't.
Unbelievable.
Right? So eventually, though, the evidence against him was so overwhelming that he had no choice whatsoever, but to change his plea to guilty. And now we're just waiting for his sentencing, which is scheduled, once again, at the end of this month, April.
I mean, I would assume this man is going away for life, right?
Honestly, I swear if he gets anything less, I'm gonna start flipping tables. And I don't even have enough furniture to be doing all of that.
So what's Mackenzie's family saying about all this?
Well, her mother, Tabitha, she's speaking out about the shortcomings of the system and how ineffective domestic violence orders are. She argues, right, that a piece of paper like a ADVO isn't enough to protect someone from a determined perpetrator. I mean, for example, right, Tyrone saw the cops, left, circled the block, waited till they were gone. A paper did nothing. And right now she is pushing for actual protective measures. She's like, can we get some tracking devices or automatic alerts to authorities when the offender is in a restricted area? Because honestly, stay away is a cute in theory, but it does not mean anything if there aren't any actual consequences.
Yeah, what's the point of a restraining order if it isn't physically restraining?
Exactly.
And it means you might as well lock him up.
Exactly, right? And the worst part, right? The worst part of all of this, the true loser in all of this, is Mackenzie's little boy. He was 1 year old when she was unalived. He is turning 5 years old this year. So many birthdays and many more without his mom because of one man's selfish, violent actions.
I hate it so much.
And it's why people are demanding real change. Mackenzie's case isn't an isolated incident. So many victims of domestic violence get restraining orders that ultimately do not protect them. And the system needs to do better, period.
Yeah, I think so. I just hope Mackenzie's family finds some justice.
Me too. You know, if there's anything to take away from this, it's the need for systematic change and the need to listen to victims. Protective orders are a step, but they need to be backed by enforceable measures that ensure the safety of those at risk. It's also crucial for communities to support victims and advocate for policies that address the root causes of domestic violence. When someone says they're in danger, we have to take it seriously. Mackenzie deserved to be here. She deserved to be raising her son, living her life. She did everything according to the law. This should have never happened.
Yeah, it's sad that we're here discussing it, but I'm glad we are.
Absolutely. And you know, while we can't change the past, we can honor Mackenzie's memory by working towards a future where such tragedies are prevented. And maybe, just maybe, we can create a world where restraining order isn't a suggestion, but a real line of defense.
This is rough, but RIP to Mackenzie and condolences to her family and to her son. Keep your chin up.
Yeah. So before we spiral into an existential crisis, let's take a deep breath, appreciate the fact that while the world has some terrifying people, there are also a lot of good people fighting for a change. But yeah, this is the story of Mackenzie, how she did everything according to the rules, and how her ex-partner, Tyrone, found loopholes against that and unfortunately unalived her and left her son with no mother.